Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome to another live stream. So, if you're watching this, you can scroll another couple of seconds into the future as I quickly gotta share the stream on my Twitter and in the Discord. So just go 1 minute into the future, I guess, because wow, I can almost not imagine what has just been going on, guys. Honestly. It's so crazy. We just heard, I'm going to put it up for all of you that are already interested in watching. We just heard this from Crypto Law. It's already been like an hour and a little bit, but man, I just saw it. People are going crazy about it. Of course, live stream for a little second. Oh my days, has this been crazy. I'm really wondering what's going to happen to the Ripple price as well. To the XP price, I mean. Oh, I was typing Ripple in my Twitter. That's again why I messed up there for a little second. Kind of goofed up. Oh my days. It's too bad that I just posted a video as well, so I don't think many people will notice that this is going on. But it's okay, it's okay. I'll quickly share it over in Discord. And by the way, the video, I'm hoping it's not going to be too laggy. But if it is, just let me know, alright? Just let me know, because I can already hear my thing just overflowing the MacBook. So just let me know then. I'll quickly share it here. And the other one, let me share it around. There we go. All right. I should maybe find a better system to share this all. I could definitely find that, but whatever. So what has happened? What has happened? We have 20 viewers. It's all good, though. It's all good. Make sure you quickly press the like button if you're watching to hopefully alert some others, too, that this is going on. What a freaking crazy time, guys. What a crazy time. So, Crypto Law has just shared on Twitter breaking SEC defeated in an attempt to block XRP holders' motion to intervene. Judge Torres grants request from John Deaton to submit the motion to intervene on behalf of XRP holders and sets submission timetable. Read the judge order here, Crypto Law, blah, blah, blah. Quote, the proposed intervenor's request to... Wow, I'm shaking a little bit here because this is really big. So I'm going to explain why it's really big in just a second. The proposed intervenor's request for leave to file a motion to intervene is granted. That is crazy. By April 19th, 2021, the proposed investors, XRP holders led by John Deaton, shall file their motion to intervene. By May 3rd, 2021, plaintiff SEC News shall file its opposition papers and defendants Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and Chris Larsen shall file their response papers, if any. For by 5/17/21, the proposed intervenors, XP holders, shall file their reply to plaintiffs SEC News opposition papers and defendants Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larsen response papers, if any, and plaintiff shall file a reply to defendants' response papers, if any. This is so amazing, guys. Note, the judge has not granted the motion, but she has rejected the SEC's arguments that XRP holders be denied the opportunities to submit it. This is so cool. So, this is actually one of the first times where the SEC has finally lost a little part in this. Please, guys, don't go too crazy because the Ripple lawsuit is not over. Ripple has not won this lawsuit. The SEC has just lost a part. So what has been happening for a very good while, what John Deaton, for example, has been trying is to get the XRP holders, you and I, into this lawsuit. Because if you think about it, Ripple acts out of Ripple's best interest. The SEC acts out of the SEC's best interest. And nobody acts out of our best interest because logically, Ripple is aligned with XRP, but not completely, right? Honestly, think about that. So John Deaton filed a motion to intervene, which basically, the way I get it, stands for that he wants to come in and represent XRP holders in this, I want to say in this birch, but let me not say that too loudly, but just he wants to intervene, right? Logically speaking, you all get what that means, intervention. And at first, it was all looking really kind of sad because there were a lot of negative things coming out, just negative left, right, left, right. However, all of a sudden, the SEC filed, I think, a response 2 days ago or so saying why this motion to intervene should be denied. But the SEC, the judge has actually denied that SEC's defense, saying that makes no sense. We're not ruling that through. And really what that shows us is two things. One, this judge already is just creme de la creme. I like that. I love this. Maybe I should say it like that. And second, no, guys, Ripple has not officially won. The SEC has lost a strike. Make sure you press the like button way to support the channel. It helps out a ton. So let's quickly read what happened just now for all the people that are just tuning in. It's very annoying. Maybe live streaming is not the best thing for these types of things because, well, people don't know the start of things now. So I have to keep explaining it then over and over again. Analisa Torres, district judge, the court has reviewed the parties and proposed interveners. Letters dated March 19th and 26th, 2021, ECF. Accordingly, the proposed interveners' request for leave to file a motion to intervene is granted. There we go. By April 19th. So we got another new date, which is going to be interesting. The proposed investors shall file their motion to intervene. Okay, so wait, so what does this apply here? He's saying the judge has not granted the motion, but she has rejected the SEC's arguments that XRP holders be denied the opportunity. But if you read it here, it says the proposed intervener's request for leave to file a motion to intervene is granted. Do you guys know then what the difference here is? Any of you who can read better English than I can? The proposed intervener's request for leave to file a motion to intervene. Because of this last sentence, I'm starting to kind of question exactly what that means. Because if you look here at April 19th, they're saying the proposed investors shall file their motion to intervene. So it is coming up. Maybe this means that the motion to intervene. But she has rejected. Okay, so the motion maybe on its own has not been granted, but they can at least file the motion. This is really interesting. This is really crazy. Okay. I guess I see it from two ways then. Once more, I don't know what this request for leave to file would mean, guys. If you know, let me know in the chat right now. I'm seeing through it, but nobody's saying anything about it. Okay, Psycho Kid says, SEC didn't want the judge to allow us to intervene, but the judge said, eat shit, and is allowed to interveners, so submit their motion. Yes, but then what is this last part about here? The judge has not granted the motion. Maybe that means that so what I'm guessing here is what he means. I get it now, I think. Yeah. DXT says that is, I think it needs to be filed and then approved. Yeah. So we got now a date where the motion to intervene will be, once more, it will be brought up. They shall bring it forth. They will propose it. May 3rd, the SEC can come in, right? And then maybe May 17th or something like that. Oh, well, let's quickly just read it. Plaintiff shall file its opposition papers and defendant shall file their response papers. So SEC will come in, then later on Ripple will come in if they want to. And then May 17th, the proposed interveners shall file their reply. Okay, so May 3rd, the SEC and Ripple may come in to actually say something about this paper. And then May 17th, John Deeden may come back in to say something again about that. And that is most likely when we'll get this final thing, right? I think so. Devil 4C. GSX is only there for 2 more days or so, and then it's over, man. So don't worry about that if you are a little bit afraid of it. So I believe this is really... I'm a little bit shook, if you guys get me too. Meow, it's not clickbait. Look at this. It's gotten 3,000 likes. This is the official account, Crypto Law, by John Deeden. He explained it exactly. Breaking, SEC defeated in attempt to block XRP holders. It's finally happened. So this basically means the intervention is coming through. And if you're wondering why this is big, this is purely because from now on forward, we as XRP holders will be represented in all of this. So this basically means that there's no more question whether or not we'll be treated fairly. Once more, if our real ideals will actually pull through, that's kind of a question. Because if you think about it, since the whole motion to intervene has not been approved, it can only be proposed. In the end of things, we don't know if we'll actually make it in, but at least we'll get the chance now, which basically, in my opinion, means that the judge knows the current situation. She knows both sides of the story. She understands why we need to come on in and how there's a really conflicting interest here. I'm not sure if she also understands the SEC's bias I mean, we've been talking in a couple of videos here about Jay Clayton, for example, being a little bit sketchy with his things. I don't know if she's seeing that. Honestly, do not know. But, by the way, Paul, yes, I'm holding XDC2, a little bit of that. And you think it's really clickbait? How is it clickbait? I just literally, Meowie cat, it was in front of our faces. It's happening. So now the bigger question is going to be, what's going to happen to the XRP price, man? What is going to be happening? What do you guys reckon? Do you guys reckon that the price will actually react to something like this? Or do you think people act too, quote unquote, rationally and will actually not buy in because of something like this? Because I could see it as a pretty big win, but it's up for debate still, I would say. Right? Hopefully, what do you guys think about my thoughts, by the way? So we'll see a huge green candle coming in here, retesting the zone at least at minimum, basically hitting the 64 cent plus from here on forward. What do you guys think about that? This was the video from a couple of hours ago. A lot of people are saying, by the way, we should take off. I'm pretty comfortable with XRP just a little bit below 50 cents, to be honest. If XRP is right around 49 cents, 47, whatever, I'm really happy. And I'll show explain it once more, my thought process. So, you know, really what I was thinking right here, so a little bit earlier, what I was thinking was, okay, so we saw this major move happening from, of course, the lowest lows with the whole pandemic situation. We all saw it happening right there. We just had a normal kind of pattern going on. And I was just thinking, honestly, it's so odd what happened here. We saw a perfect correction. Perfect. Like freaking in the books is what you're seeing right here. Perfect freaking correction towards the 0.382 Fibonacci. However, we should have bounced from there, logically speaking, right? But we fell back down even below our local low, basically. So invalidating our newer move. It's really strange. This is, by the way, a weekly perspective. Let's quickly go to a daily. Let's quickly zoom in a little bit bigger or a little bit closer. This is just, by the way, because I'm excited, man. I didn't even want to start the live stream here, but I've just been excited about everything that's happening recently. I've just been happy. You have any coins that I should talk about here? Let me know. All right, we're going to look at some of them. And I can tell you if I'm holding them or not. Because, man, I'm happy with all of this. We're waiting for a little bit. We're watching if there's going to be any breakout of any sort. I don't think it's really happening, though, to be honest. To be honest with you guys, it's not really looking like XRP is reacting to this price whatsoever. We're seeing right now, it's the 30th of March, about 2 a.m. my time. Let's quickly put it to the exact time right now. So when was this news announced? Just about an hour and a half ago, I believe, right? 11:41 p.m. So right here it was announced. Well, okay, let's quickly go check a little bit deeper even. Let's go check a 5-minute chart. Let's go see how the price reacted to this pretty big development, if some people actually bought in. It happened 11:41 p.m. Okay, let's quickly check. 11:41. It's right around this area. So no, the price really did not move at all, honestly. 1%. So no. I'm seeing one donation, Barry Strong, $1.50. Thank you so for the blue trees. Thank you a lot, man. Thank you. Well, I don't know why the blue trees, but it's a nice one. And then Barry Strong says Chainlink. Let's take a little bit of a look at Chainlink. So, oh, it's the same guy. Oh, you're the same man. Wait, why are you seeing these strange amounts, bro? 222? What are you doing? Chainlink, oh, guys, I didn't post the video just quite yet. You haven't seen the video. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I? No, wait. So let me quickly check. Because there's one video coming up about Chainlink. But I thought you already seen it because I made the video already. But I don't think it's public just quite yet. No, okay, I see the problem. You see, I already made a video talking about some of my main coins. Which, by the way, you should... Ooh, I'm so excited about in this one. Holy smokes. So, this is what the video is looking like. There we go. These altcoins will keep melting faces. XRP, VET, XLM, Holo, Link, ADA. These are my gems. Why? Well, if you check this video, which is going to come out in, I don't know, an hour or so. I think after this stream, I'll just upload the video or make it public. I'll talk about all these coins because I bought them and I made videos about them. And boy, oh boy, are the gains crazy. So once more, stick around. It's coming up a little bit after I stop the stream later. Because Chainlink, boy, oh boy, am I excited about that coin. By the way, it could be that the stream is a little bit laggy. I'm sorry for that. I still do not understand fully why a $2,500 MacBook cannot handle a little bit of a Chrome tablet. No idea, but all right, it's the way that it sometimes goes. But yeah, so Chainlink, if you're wondering, I'm extremely excited about that one. I've been holding it for a very good freaking while, and I'm happy. Let's see. Do I have Chainlink in this list? Do I not even have it in this list? I'm bad for that. Let's type in link USD. I'll go link USDT. Let's go link USDT. So let's quickly zoom out a little bit. We're on a 5-minute chart. This says nothing. Do you guys actually trade a 5-minute chart? There's a mistake. It says YouTube is not getting enough video for nice streaming. Is it all pulling through? Can you guys still see the content or no? Rafa West says, okay, so what I understand, the motion of the SEC is cock blocked or something. So once more, I'll just quickly explain for all the people that are new here, that are unaware of the situation. Let me just quickly, in 1 minute, to refresh your memory. What happened was John Deedon, who is an XRP holder, filed a motion to intervene. Ripple came in to kind of support it. The SEC came in to kind of knock it down. What happened was we saw that this could lead to a potential settlement, at least a partial settlement. Why? Because Ripple and the SEC may come down to one interesting fact, which is that XRP in the past and XRP on secondary markets or XRP in the future are two completely different things, and they should be only focusing on one part. And the SEC will most likely agree to that. At least we're hoping for that, as that will be a partial settlement, which would be really, really nice, because that would mean XRP's future sales and XRP and whatnot are all cleared. It is only about XRP from Ripple's part from 2013 to 2020. But once more, that's not really concerning us too much. And that is the only thing they can really come up with if they really want to still kind of knock down this motion to intervene eventually. However, the initial motion to intervene filing basically has been approved right now by the SEC. So they can file, they will file on April 19th. This is, by the way, only for us as XRP holders. This is not for Ripple, not for the SEC. No, this is just for us, the people who hold XRP, to basically get this lawsuit going on in our best interest and to explain to the SEC how they are hurting us with their actions. Will we get direct money deposits? Will they compensate us? Definitely not. Will they, however, maybe have to readjust their strategy and readjust things to our situation? And because of this motion, hopefully so. Once more, the motion is not yet granted, so to speak, and it can only be filed. SEC can still give their response, and this other part can still give their response, which is Ripple. But then also the John Dean and whatnot can still come back in. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a journey. I'm excited about it, though. For Chainlink, it's an interesting move since March 25th. Okay, so we actually did not take out any lower levels here. Let's quickly see if this correlates to anything. Let's go to a 4-hour. You can have your opinion, Jono, but don't go spamming, please, man, in the chat box. Anyone check E-Box? What are you guys talking about here? Let me quickly see. So XDC I hold, XLM I hold, SafeMoon I don't actually hold, to be honest. I've seen so many people in the comment section, but I kind of feel as if it's a scam purely because of so many of those scammers trying to lure me into it as well a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where they're like, oh, you should really buy SafeMoon. It's the best coin in the whole entire world. It kind of makes me a little bit sketch about it. I don't really want to hold it too much because of all that type of stuff. If people are like, no, you really should have this, I doubt. You guys get it though, right? That you're kind of doubting whether or not this is a smart idea. And by the way, I also found a new little neat thing where you can have the lowest and the highest point in your chart. I didn't even know that existed in TradingView. So points of interest, or at least zones of interest here. This top here, we're actually bouncing in that quite a lot of times here. Let me quickly grab that rectangle. This point of interest here, we still have yet to take that out in the most recent move though. You know, for Chainlink, it's actually a lot more difficult because we're not even close to all-time high, rather than a lot of the other coins we are talking about on a day-to-day basis. I mean, XRP is a very bad example, but a lot of the other coins were really itching close to all-time high, or the all-time high happened in the last couple of weeks. Lower zone, I would say it's kind of the same thing. This is one zone we've reached a ton of times before for Chainlink. Okay, so it's trading within a pretty interesting range here for a good while as well. All right. All right. Might have been something. Nah. Okay, I guess we should even zoom in a little bit further. A 4-hour cannot even explain this fully. Because we bounced from the zone, which we've tested quite a lot of times. We bounced back up from there. But what's going to happen right now? Nothing really clear, though. Let's wait for Bitcoin. I don't really want to dare say anything right here on this one. And yeah, some of you guys in the comment section are right. Lawsuit is not over. Please make sure you understand. Lawsuit is not over. They're just allowed to intervene. And that is still a very positive thing, though. I'm waiting for some tweets to come out or some price action for XRP. Nothing really specifically heavy is happening. We're seeing just our pattern basically continuing on. We're still hoping that XRP is going to end bullishly, hopefully close to where 64 cents in the next couple of days. I was still assuming, and I still will keep that assumption, that before April 6th or around that date, XRP will be around this area. Still, once more, my prediction, my thoughts. Am I buying right now to sell at that point? No, because once more, it's not a proven science. It's not a guaranteed thing. However, the main reason we are expecting that logically is because we have a lot of positives. Whoa. A lot of positive things coming within this little area. And the SEC has been defeated for a part, yes. Blow says, I'm so proud I didn't skip ads. Because you don't like the content? You'd rather watch the ad? I get that, bro. You better watch the ads. This stuff is stupid, right? Jonas says, have you heard about Altcoin? Yeah, man. Acorn's coin, obviously. Everything is connected. So that does make you wonder sometimes, does the, honestly, does the SEC know what they're doing? Is the whole SEC corrupt? Let me put it like that. Or is it just the Jay Clayton? Because whenever I start to have discussions with people, they always say, we know, but it's Jay Clayton who's only doing the wrong thing. Jay Clayton is a part of the SEC, but he cannot do everything. He can obviously not make all the rules for himself. He cannot be like, you know what? Let's sue Ripple and let's let me leave and let me make money. Of course not. It's not going to be only him. There's multiple people in this, always. So if we think that Jay Clayton is a scam, then I believe it must be so that the whole SEC is having a little bit of sketchy situation going on right there. But once more, that's just me. This is first victory. No, this is not actually the first victory. This is actually one of the kind of, I don't know. It's somewhere in the, no, which victory would this be? We've had a couple now. I would say the first victory was when a couple of bombshells. Oh, that's some heavy words to use in a video. When a couple of bombshells being dropped. You're saying clickbait video. This is literally the announcement. It's literally breaking. SEC defeated in attempt to block XRP holders' motion to intervene. SEC has literally lost. So why do people not get it? This whole motion to intervene came up to a judge, and what happened was they filed, and the SEC has to give a response, and Ripple has to give a response. That's what happened. Okay, everything was good. And then the judge looked at it and was like, So, yeah, SEC, what your response is here? No, we're going to invalidate that and give them the right for this motion to intervene. So they've won. It is literally what has happened. SEC has lost. A very bullish thing for XRP/Ripple because, for Ripple, not necessarily even, eh? So the only reason I would say this is really nice for Ripple is because they can kind of solidify their bases. I'm just thinking with you guys here because this is a live stream, not a pre-recorded video where I can think properly. I just saw this and instantly hopped on a live stream. The only thing I would say is positive for Ripple is if you think about it, they can solidify this opinion which we were talking about a couple of days ago in the video, right? In my video a couple of days ago, I was saying, so Ripple has now gotten kind of a fundamental, has now kind of a chance to work towards getting this partial settlement, which would be once more on the basis that all in the future, boom, will be cleared. Why? Well, the question, of course, is going to pop up. Why is the SEC doing all of this? If they're protecting investors, then they should, of course, be happy with this motion to intervene, which is XRP holders explaining their sad sides or why they are here, why they're excited. Oh, no, why they're not excited, why they're hurt. And they would listen to that and act accordingly. Because otherwise, if they're just, if they're really against the motion to intervene, they're basically against the XRP holders whom they're trying to protect with this lawsuit. It's so odd. How can this really be? How is this real life? How is this a real lawsuit? It makes no sense. And I'm really wondering if it's just us as XRP holders who think this is stupid, or if most of these guys, in the normal world, whatever, are also thinking like, man, this is making no sense. Because I cannot seem to get a full grip around this all. And I'm thinking this judge knows what's up. We've had a couple of instances where I'm doubtful, but the two judges here that we've seen us at this point, they look up their stuff. They're enveloped in the story. And I'm thinking April 6th, once more, this is not an attorney opinion. Make sure you understand that. This is just my own pure own opinion. I think, however, that April 6th is also going to be a very nice date. And I often put price in the title, put price this. That's what people like to hear about, and I honestly do think so. However, we should mostly think about it from an XRP perspective, and the price will follow. We all know it, all right? We all know it. DDD, you're lying, bro. Don't do that type of stuff, of course. Once more, please understand, you're not buying XRP for me. You should always make your own damn decisions. The only thing I am saying here, and I'm putting up here, is the only thing I'm thinking about is there's a very slim chance that XRP is going to be deemed a security from here on forward. The only thing the SEC could try, which is also why we want that partial settlement, is to get XRP to be a security in the past. I don't really care about that. The question that's going to pop up then is, if that's going to be the case, then why is Ethereum not a security? Because, well, Jay Clayton knows very much about Ethereum. How could that really be the case? Because Ethereum literally has talked about crowdfunding in the past before, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But, just let me know in the comments down below. What you think about that? By the way, where are you guys watching from right now? For me, it is freaking 2:10 a.m. And make sure you press the like button if you're watching, just to help out a little bit. You don't have to, but it just helps, and it doesn't cost you or doesn't hurt you. So why not? No ruling from the judge, so it's bait. It's a literal ruling from the judge. Why are you so butthurt? Why are people always saying clickbait? It's freaking what it's... There's a ruling from the judge. You're seeing it right here. Exactly. The court has reviewed the parties and proposed interventors' letters dated March 19th and 26th. Accordingly, the proposed intervenor's request for leave to file a motion to intervene is granted. How is it? Oh. Okay, shouldn't let myself get eaten up like that. Sorry, but it's, people are always saying clickbait. Man, it's what happened. SEC lost. Ripple XRP won something. Now they won another step. Barry Strong says, hey, remember those spinners? Those things that everyone used to play with. Well, we all know what has the same logo. Makes me wonder. Yeah, the fidget spinners. Honestly, not even kidding. I think on April 1st, on April Fool's Day, which is around the corner, right? That's in 2 days or so. You know how many people used to joke about the fidget, let me type it in, fidget spinner XRP, or Ripple I should put in actually. Ripple? Yeah. Oh, no, it was different. There was a guy, I remember now, because I made this video before. There was a guy who made a Ripple fidget spinner and a website for it. And he actually either got sued by Ripple or had a cease and desist letter because he was using their logo and stuff like that on their platform to make money on it. Of course, was not allowed. But this is from 2017, I believe, and it was pretty damn funny. But here's also a Reddit thread of somebody asking, why does the Ripple logo look like a fidget spinner? Probably that is where the hype is coming from. That's pretty funny. That people, everybody, all of us, were just in XRP. We're just in XRP because of this hype. And Crypto Bully says once more, motion to intervene is not defeated. I literally used the title which the law firm who has gotten this used. That's literally what he has used. That's what I used. This is literally his wording. The official law firm filing this thing. So, you value it the way you want to. But whatever. He's saying, so if the judge grants Dusty's ass to intervene, means SEC is defeated too? No, you're not getting it, I think. So what happens, right? He files for something. The SEC and Ripple can respond to that, and the judge is going to rule your response is valid or not valid. In this case, the judge has said the SEC's defense, which we can look up here in a second, the SEC's defense for why the motion to intervene cannot be pulled through has been rejected. So the SEC had their arguments as to why this motion to intervene is not relevant or not strong, or they don't want to have it in. And the judge was like, you know what you're saying here, yeah, it makes a lot of sense, but no, we're not going to grant that. We are denying, or we're going to reject that. And that's what happened. So yes, they got defeated in this sense, mostly because that's the wording he used, and because if you think about it, it's basically a battle between Crypto Law US and the SEC. And who got the right answer in the end of things? Oh, they did. So yeah. And Lolita, why are you all asking what's the freaking title? It's freaking here. But all right. Let me see what you guys are saying. The motion has been granted. Once more, the motion can come in. The motion to intervene has been granted. We don't know if the motion to intervene will actually be, completely realized, though, right? Because that's the last part. That's also the last part of his statement right here. The judge has not granted the motion itself. It's only the motion proposal, basically. So they could come in with the motion, and whether or not that specific thing will be granted, we do not yet know. Once more, this is just my interpretation. If it's freaking dumb, if it's wrong, you always can let me know. I'm trying to see what you guys are saying. Once more, that's why I decided to go for a live stream, to see if something is not adding up. If I made a video, then I would have kind of been. It would have been done. Wow, it would have been done quicker, but I wouldn't have any feedback from you guys while I was talking about it. So once more, if there's something wrong about it, you can just let me know right now, and I will hopefully adjust it. Because I personally did not get the wording here for this one. It says the proposed intervener's request for leave to file a motion. I didn't know how that one was working, but all right. Canadian Cryptoholic says you're wrong. So how? Why are you all talking about bats? Ahmad says, so what does this mean, Dusty? How would this help the main case? So it kind of depends on your view. So I've just explained it 3 times, but all right, let me go for it once more. There's 2 things. It could either help because this is once more a push towards the SEC to once more say, hey, you're not completely in the right. That's one part of that specific one of the 2. And the other part is, well, the SEC now has more pressure to actually decide whether or not they want to take this whole lawsuit against XRP holders too, or only against Ripple. Because if you think about it, the SEC is standing for a very big predicament right now. Do they want to sue XRP and everything around it? And consider it investment contracts, or only things that are directly related to Ripple? If they were to go for option 1, then your XRP, my XRP, every single one of those is something which the SEC is looking at right now. We're talking billions of transactions, which would be very annoying for them and for us. But that would also grant us the right, from a certain perspective, to come on in and represent ourselves. The SEC in their previous response has stated, well, but all of you XRP holders, no, we're not against you. We're only talking about Ripple. And that is, again, where the caveat kind of comes in. Is that really what they want now, though? Is that, because if that would be the case, that would mean all the secondary XRP on the secondary markets would be granted as not relevant to this lawsuit, which means that is all fine. And that would mean once more we got a partial settlement, because Ripple and the SEC would then agree, most likely, that the past and everything that's happened then is something that we'll discuss right now in this lawsuit, but the future and the secondary XRP sales, once we're talking about billions, that those will be out of the way, and we'll basically have XRP being a non-security from here on forward at least. So that would be huge. And this motion to intervene can help with that because it puts pressure on the SEC to make a choice. So this is basically another ultimatum for a partial settlement. So it's basically just another added addition to it. So I really like that. And the second part would be, it basically grants, if the SEC is still wanting to sue everything, they want to go after it all, then it grants the XRP holders a chance. So that's not necessarily really good for Ripple. It's mostly good for us as people who hold XRP. It gives us the chance to come on in and do our say and explain towards the SEC mostly why we were hurt in all of this and how it is bad for us. Because, well, as you guys all know, as I said before, Ripple acts out of Ripple's interest, SEC out of SEC's interest. Nobody acts out of XRP interest, except for XRP holders, which are now coming in 10,000 strong. So from any perspective, this is a really good thing, and we really, really want it, as there's nothing negative which could come out of it, unless the SEC has such a beautiful response here on the 3rd of May. Yeah, then and I'm not really too sure about that. But the way it's looking like right now, all is looking good. All is looking juicy, the way I like to put it. And yeah, I think everything will be beautiful because of this. Once more, if we're talking about price, I'm not exactly sure if the price will actually do good because of this. Because logically speaking, people react to this type of stuff really oddly, so don't expect a huge surge to happen. However, what we've seen very often is that a little bit after after big announcements like this, the price actually surges a couple hours later. So if it does happen in the next couple of hours throughout the night here, we might have to attribute it to this whole situation. Otherwise, no, just disregard it because it didn't happen before. So yeah, there's a good chance it's actually not going to be coming through anyway. But there's nothing to say in a bad way about this. It's really beautiful. It's only good. So Ahmed, I saw you said something else. Let me quickly see. Maybe you didn't say anything. There's a lot of things going through here. They can't sue XRP holders. There's no way to prove anyone holds anything. No, I might have worded that poorly. It would basically be the SEC versus all XRP issued and all secondary transactions, all transactions. It would just be enveloped in the lawsuit. Nobody specifically, though. They're not actually suing you or I. They're just suing Ripple for selling investment contracts or handling in them. And that would basically include every single XRP ever sold. And of course, it's going to be a really, really difficult thing for the SEC to prove that every XRP transaction is related to Ripple in some way, shape, or form. But once more, that's also why we expect something positive to come out from this. But once more, it's not a legal opinion. So yeah. Let me quickly. Banks are afraid of the X. Somebody says, what was this? Molar Medic says banks are afraid of the XRP holder. Well, about time the banks feel the threat. Transfer of wealth, XRP space exodus. Nah. When Coinbase released, maybe we'll get some movement. Oh yeah, so an additional part to the partial settlement would of course be that exchanges will actually be allowed to relist it most likely. Because that would mean all the secondary XRP being sold is done for. And that would only mean, I believe, that the exchanges would have to exclude Ripple from transferring on there, which is another big question because these transactions are anonymous, obviously. But I guess a Coinbase or something like that, which has KYC, know your customer, I guess they could do it. Geometric says, we are close to a breakup for XRP, aren't we? That's something that you can decide for yourself. Do you think XRP will hit $1, Dusty? Eventually, I do definitely think so. Will it happen right now? I'm not quite sure about that. Once more, I'm hoping for a hit at about 64 cents in the short future here for XRP. I still think that that's really reasonable and it could definitely happen within a kind of a shorter time frame. However, it's all going to depend on what we'll see April 6th, though. We've gotten one really huge strike right now. This is really extremely bullish, extremely positive. We'll get April 6th, which is going to be huge. Then it's only going to be at about May 17th and forward when we'll see if this is beautiful or not. I guess May 3rd we'll see. No, wait, let me see it differently. April 19th, we can be a little bit. Oh, why are still people are commenting clickbait? They're still going about it. Why? So I would say April 19th is kind of the start of things when we'll see their documents so we can kind of glimpse whether or not we should be excited because maybe the document is actually really dumb. I don't think so, though, because I'm not quite sure if he's going to change anything or if it's basically the documents we've seen earlier, basically explaining to the SEC how they've hurt us in the whole entire thing, or if it's going to be a completely new document. I'm not quite sure about that. All right, to be honest, once more, not a legal opinion. The second part would basically be Ripple and SEC response. It's basically like the response which we saw last week from both of them, so that would be interesting. I mean, that would be really interesting because that would mean, in my opinion, that the SEC has once more gotten to defend themselves or rant as to why this should be denied. So that could be really cool. And the last one would be, well, John Deaton and whatever are going to be coming back in with another part of it all, which once more could be really interesting because, well, maybe he's going to, come up with something new, which we never thought about before. Maybe it's another, good attack, I guess. It's going to be really interesting. Hungry always says, Dusty, can you do a video, please, like a guide on Binance specifically on what the different trading features are? Don't know what half of them are. Yeah, I could honestly actually do that, yes. That's not a bad idea. I don't think many people would watch it, but I could. Keon says, I just lost 170 XRP on 100 times trading. I have 26 XRP left. That is That's definitely... Oh, you have 0 left now. That is not smart, bro. That is definitely not a smart thing to do. My mom says I'm a champion. So this was not clickbait, lol. No, check it out. It's official. Yeah. By the way, some people are... I don't know, I get it pretty often. People say hold or trade. I would actually say holding is definitely the best option if you're talking about ease and certainty of profits. And some people actually in the comment section said, man, you're so lazy for asking other people to give you trading advice or talk about trading. It's actually just for fun. I just think it's a fun thing to get some feedback going. It's not because I really want your advice so I can trade XRP properly. No. It's just for fun. But I would only suggest the trading, I guess, with that part if you really want to be active in it all and really involve yourself with the whole system of things. Otherwise, it might not be worth the effort for you. I've seen a lot of people who really make a lot of money with it, and it's definitely possible. But yeah, you got to be that type of guy, right? You got to be that type of guy. Dusty, you are lazy. That's exactly right, bro. You got it. You know exactly. Let me see. What else? Humble Jimma says, you have a very somber voice today. Something is looming. Let's hope it's good for XRP. I've been holding since 2017. I've been holding for a very long time too. I'm not really sad, I guess. It's just the people saying clickbait all over. Maybe it's just to troll me. I do not know. I'm not I'm not advanced of a live streamer enough to know for a fact. I just thought it was all really interesting what's going on right now. But yeah, we'll see. Trade shitcoins, not trade XRP. Maybe that's the way we should go about it. Maybe we should only just trade coins that are mediocre. Do you guys, okay, let me ask it differently. Do you guys think XRP will be number 1 or 2 in the market cap in the end of things? Do you guys believe it? So that XRP will eventually be number 1 or number 2 again in the crypto rankings. Just put yes or no in the box right now. I'm watching. Because I would personally say XRP is definitely not, estranged from the number 3 position, at least, in the top 3. Okay, so I see number 1, 2, 3. Number 1, 1, 2, ADA 2. Huh. The standard. Okay. People are crying that they don't 10 times in a week. That's true, though. I mean, honestly, we've been here for such a long while. I'm happy to hold to the end. Sometimes, of course, I've had these hardships where it's like, if only I put more money from XRP into a different coin, I would have been a lot, I guess, better off. But in the end of things, as long as you diversify, it's not really a big issue. And you're going to always have that little complaint on your hands, right? I personally always tell people, man, don't think so short term. Because what if XRP really is this quote unquote standard we're referring to? Yeah, then we're all just really kind of being sad about nothing, right? We're just like really impatient. That would be. CryptoBull says best play. I mean, actually, I should never reply to you anymore because you were so heavy with the clickbait first. But all right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You say best place to stake XRP. Looking for safe places. Nexo is safe but low yield. Safe is between brackets always, because think about it. You're getting a return somewhere on a platform that most likely is not properly regulated. So there could always be, for example, a lawsuit against them for not handling the money properly or not documenting it properly enough, not having enough information to the clients, not having this, not having that, maybe some money laundering, maybe some this, some that. You never really know what could happen to the exchange themselves. One part of it. The second part, of course, would be you don't know how regulated they are, how much of a backup they have for if money gets stolen and all of that. So Binance for almost anything would be my best bet if you're already excluding Coinbase, which is the number 1. However, on those you cannot stake XRP. The one I'm using is bitrue, because Nexo, I kind of had a conversation with them back and forward. They replied like freaking dumbasses. So I definitely did not want to involve myself with the Nexo anymore ever in my life. I've said it before in one of the videos. I really disliked them because the support team was, I don't want to say it in the video, but let's say just an IQ of like 40. So I got a little bit annoyed by that. And with bitrue, the support is normal, but it just takes a long time. 64-bit crypto says, Dusty, is Uphold trusted? A lot of people use Uphold. A lot of people use Uphold. A lot of XRP holders, for example, use Uphold. A lot of people do. Is it trusted? Man, what do you mean with trusted, man? It's very hard to answer that question properly. Any exchange can eventually scam you. Any exchange has their issues. So is it trusted? None of them are. Saif says, what do you think about BTT, Dusty? I'm a BTT holder. I hold BTT. I've held for a long time. I have sold BTT very early because, well, I kind of thought it might end up kind of dead-ish like Tron, purely because it's related to Justin Sun. And I'm a little bit afraid because Justin Sun is a promotion, Madhouse, but Tron on its own, fundamental-wise, really doesn't have much going for themselves except for the marketing department. So can Tron do good? Yes. Can BitTorrent do good? Yes. But is Justin Sun a really, innovative type of guy that you want to stand behind because he's going to do this all for you to make you money? Yeah, I don't really feel that way. I feel like he is just trying to enrich himself throughout this whole journey. He's a very good marketer, but, the crypto projects are not really that good. BTT, a little bit different of a thing, though. I think that has more longevity than Tron does, which is interesting because you would say, well, if you're liking bitrue, then you would like Tron too. But I say bitrue, but I mean BitTorrent. Alfredo says, some of these haters buying Bitcoin now, the only way it'll double is if it goes to 100K or 120. That's indeed stating the obvious, yes. If it would double, then it would be at that price. That's true. However, it's not necessarily a bad thing because the more money you have, for example, the more you're looking at the let me say it differently, just to keep your money the way it is instead of really gaining a lot. Because you're talking about the only way you'll double. Some people don't necessarily want to double. They just want to make some money or hedge against inflation. And with XRP, of course, you also have a higher risk. So logically, it's just a choice, and none of them are necessarily better than the other. Here we go, another one. Crypto Karaoke says, so is your title clickbait? You said they've been defeated. What are you talking about? Well, what could I be talking about? Maybe just kind of go a little bit back in the live stream and check it out, what we were referring to. How many XP do you approximately hold? If you say that right now, that's not smart. Anybody, that's not smart to answer. My mom says, I'm a champion, says, why does bitrue ask me to say I am not residing in any of these regions and then list literally all 50 states? I know people in the states who use it, so I'm confused. You cannot, I don't know, I'm not sure, to be honest. I believe you need to use a VPN that way then, but I've never had that question, or maybe it's only because you're using it with a US IP, so they'll notice. It could also be that some other places, for example, you as like the Puerto Rico and whatnot, actually are allowed. I'm not sure about that though. Do your own diligence. However, a lot of these platforms are not allowed in are not allowed in the US. NL? Why are you saying NL? My wife won't let me talk. What are you doing, man? So many people don't do research. Yeah, Tristan, that's the way it usually goes. You know, one of the most funny things I always see, it's whenever I make a video with a title, and just pick a title, right? After about 1 minute and 30 seconds, there's a lot of comments saying, "Oh, really?" Talking about the title. When or like, "Oh, so why would it be?" Or something like that, just something stupid. When I'm literally talking about the title in the video. Like the title, of course, is related to the video. That's why I put it like that. So I don't really know why some people just comment after 1 minute into the video and then asking about the title. That's something I don't get at all. But that's when I'm like, well, they don't want to do research, they don't want to see the video, then what are you doing? Okay, Peanut Butter Jelly says, Dusty, I'd put money on Yoshitaka Kitao rolling out XRP for payments at the Olympics in Tokyo this summer. Ooh, so I personally would not know if that's really an option, but it's something to really think about. Yoshitaka Kitao is on the board of Ripple, by the way. He has said XRP $10 is definitely possible. He's literally said that before. Yeah, it's not a really bad theory, Peanut Butter Jelly. It's definitely something that could, theoretically speaking, happen. Or at least that he would propose the idea, like put it up, something like that. That's not odd. That's not really crazy. I like that. Let's see if John Deaton has actually tweeted something about the whole situation. Or let's quickly see if Crypto Law has actually said anything about the situation. Because, of course, you got to update yourselves, too, with the newest of the news, since we're live streaming now anyway. Not anything. It's only just about the SEC and Jay Clayton being kind of corrupt. I don't want to say it out loud too much, like you guys know. What do you think about the Simpsons prediction of XP hitting 587? Do you think it's true? Do you have any source of that? Did the Simpsons predict 587 per XRP? Meh. Crypto Karaoke says, does not mean they win the lawsuit. I understand what you're thinking. Just Who says they won the lawsuit? Good point about the Olympics. I heard that they want to only use XRP at the stadium in Japan, and that was 2-3 years ago. I actually do not know about that too much, guys, so I would have to read myself into it a little bit. And then it sparks up the question, how would that go, though? Because would they only accept XRP? That would be a little bit odd. So, Hey, Dries. So are you Dries from Discord? That's nice, bro. Yeah, so there's a video coming up here. As I've just said, there's a video coming up here explaining my altcoins, and I don't know. I've explained a little bit as to how much profit was made in due time here, because a lot of the coins I've been buying throughout these years, man, they've gotten some huge returns. And a fun story is XRP is the only coin, even though I've made a ton of money on XRP, don't get me wrong, I bought in before the freaking bull run in 2017. XRP is the only coin which has actually stayed stable throughout most of my journey here. Because all these coins I talked about in this video, they've all gained a ton, and XRP only like doubled or so. You'll see. Just check the video out. It's coming out in like an hour or so. So I think you will enjoy it. It's going to be pretty fun. Look at this. Look, for example, freaking this XLM price. All right, this is from October 2020. Freaking 7 cents a pop. That's it makes your blood freaking boil, man. And there's more like that. Holo and stuff. Look at this. Let's see here. Holo used to be. I'll leave it at that. Just come check out later. It's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah, so I don't know where Wesim is. Wesim is a moderator in Discord either, but as well. I don't know where he is, man. I guess he's sleeping because it's 2:30 a.m., huh? Moeller says, problem with crypto are the ones in the space that do not understand the space. Many see it as a get-rich-quick scheme and they will fail. I don't necessarily agree with that, as I believe a lot of people who only want to get rich quick will still get rich quick. The question, however, is which cryptos are they going for and why? And who are they listening to and where did they get their knowledge from? Because a crypto holder might actually just, passively become rich, right? If you just buy a couple of cryptos, you don't know what you're doing, you just buy them and hold. It's definitely possible. It starts to get difficult, though, when you try to not go for the crypto market, but go to one specific area, or you, for example, where you only buy NFT coins, or you only buy DeFi coins, or you only buy, payment tokens, you only maybe go speculate about stable coins. I don't know. Some people might have gone that route. There most likely is one guy who is only speculating on stable coins. No, there's not one guy. There's most likely a couple thousand people who are actually using, let's say, for example, hundreds of millions of dollars to only speculate on the stable coins for them to go up like 2-3% or so. Dries says, Pundi X or NPXS from 1,300 euros to 44,000 is nice. That's definitely quite nice. Alfredo says, I was just looking at Holo. I'm waiting for a small pushback or pullback. Just watch the video that's coming out later. It's coming out in about 1 hour from now. I think it's pretty funny. I think you'll like it. Moeller says, I hold 27 different coins diversity. I'm not going to say how many once I put it on Patreon. But I do hold a lot of different coins too. I think it's really smart to do so. Some of you guys are pretty weird in the comment section. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what you're doing. It's pretty odd. But all right. 200 extra. What do you? I cannot read half of these things. XRP will go to 50. Okay, never mind. Okay, so you guys are crazy. I got a few thousand ADA for now, keeping an eye on it, but my portfolio is wide and diverse. Once more, check the video out. It's pretty funny because ADA's in there too. Let me quickly see if I can find it now. There's Holo, XRP. Let me quickly see if I can find an ADA. Oh, whatever. Just go check it out a little bit later. Here's my millionaire. Whatever. Yeah, it's funny. Just go check it out. It's a video of a video. There you go. So what's your next milestone in regards to what? What are you talking about? G says DSLA. Keep an eye on. No idea what it is, but hey, you've heard from the man who just made $40,000. So hey, or euros. By the way, go check out Discord. The link is down below if you want to. There's a link for the Discord in the description. If you're into Discord, there's a lot of people talking in there, so you can go check it out. Anchor, how do you feel about it? Not really a strong opinion, to be honest. XRP $1.30 this year? I don't personally think so. I think that would be a little bit too enthusiastic, but hey, you might be surprised. Who knows? I think ADA is going to be in the mix with Flare and Spark somehow. So they are partially. I mean, I don't know if you really update yourself with FLR too much. Let's go to, we can go to Crypto Eddy, I guess, or we can go to Flare. We could look up Flare. Which one are we going to go for? Let's go to Flare Community. I think they would have an update on this specifically. Let's see wherever they posted about ADA coming on. Hints of ADA and Algo to be integrated, for example. Let's see. Okay, so it's not really as obvious as I would have expected. But yes, ADA and Flare partially are connected. At least the speculation goes like that. Am I a specialist on whole Flare? No. Because once more, I've said before that I do think Flare will be kind of worthless at the start. People always hate on me for saying that, but hey, I've told you guys honest opinion on this one, so that's the way it goes. What I think about Flare, I think personally Flare is a really, really capable project for a longer period of time. Yet if we're talking about the short term, there's going to be so many people who are going to be selling it once it comes out. Yeah, that it's definitely, if you have FLR on bitrue, all of it, it might be very beneficial to just sell it because, man, $1.50, $1 something, $2, that's a lot of money per Flare. It's basically times 5ing your XRP. That's crazy. So, yeah, I personally do think that Flare, if you really are speculating on that one, you're having a little bit of a risky strategy. But hey, you know, you do your thing. I have my own thing. Everybody has their own opinion. You guys are saying BCNA. Let me type it in. BCNA. Okay, it's not on here just quite yet. On what is it? Where can we watch it? Are you? Oh, that's a really difficult question, Akil. Are you more bullish on ADA or XRP? I would say if you want a pretty big certainty, if you want a pretty big certainty that the coin is just going to perform well like the market does, I would say ADA is the better bet. However, we have hit a pretty high point for ADA, and thus a correction would also be kind of normal. However, they have some progress going on. If you want a better return, so more money to be made as well, and kind of a bet, which is a high risk, of course, higher reward too, XRP is your man. It's really two different sides. Like, it's very different. What can I say? But it's a very difficult question. But thanks for asking, though. It's really interesting. Isnov says, Musk is only circulating news that you will be able to purchase a Tesla with Bitcoin because he wants to avoid another lawsuit. Really? I didn't know that. Another guy, case info or clickbait. Well, read it for yourself. That's so funny. Don't underestimate XLM either. Once more, it's coming up in this video. I will maybe, can I make a premiere out of it? Let me see. Maybe I can make a premiere out of it so you guys can actually just watch that straight after this live stream has ended. I can look up for you guys if that's a possibility. I'm typing it in right now. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter just quite yet, make sure you go over there and follow. We're very close to 15,000. Pretty cool. Hey, look at the, hey, we got some likes on that. Very nice. Very nice. Usually Twitter doesn't do that well, but now we got a little bit of a connection. That's good. Let me see. Can I make that video into a preview? It's going live at 3:36. I've been planned for. But let me put it as premiere. I could put 2 premieres on it. What? Okay, never mind. Okay, I can put it as a premiere. There we go. Plan. And then I put it on the live stream. I think I can do that. Let me edit. We go to live redirect. There we go. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, it's fixed. So once the live stream ends, you'll be placed into like the waiting hall, but that's just so you can see when the next video is coming out. It's going to be 3:36 my time. A lot of questions are coming in again about the lawsuit situation. Dusty, does this mean the possibility of the case being dropped by the SEC next Tuesday? Probably not. But in my opinion, would that mean the next step would be to file a summary judgment? Not too sure about the last part, but why would the case be dropped next Tuesday? Maybe you have more info than I do, man. I'm not sure about that. Why would the case be dropped? So, would you consider a partial settlement to be the case being dropped? Because I don't believe there's any chance they're dropping the case. Even with the whole Gary Gensler speculation, they're not really dropping the case, though. Because that can't really happen. They're too far in. And Dr. Rick, no, Ripple has not won in the end of things. The SEC has been defeated on one strike. This strike is very important for XRP holders and is very important for the partial settlement which we're hoping to get. Okay, so Ahmad says, what's your next milestone for XRP? What date should we keep our eyes on? This whole XRP saga is turning into one of the longest soap operas that we have yet seen, or we have yet to see its plot twist. Honestly, Ahmad, I've been with this for so freaking long, and it's freaking left, right, jab, uppercut, freaking. It's a lot of stuff going on. But April 6th, like Christian says, telephonic discovery is going to be the most interesting date as of this point. As then we will hear about whether or not we'll, at least that's the way I've received it now. We'll see whether or not Bitcoin and Ethereum documents will actually be hidden from us still or not. We'll see, at least in my opinion, if Jay Clayton is really trying to fraud us all with his bias or if it's all just a fair treatment of everything. We'll see it all. And once more, that's the start of that quote-unquote seeing period. Once more, it's not the end of things. We won't all of a sudden get every single document, everything on our lap that date. But it's the start and we'll know. You says Dries says April Fools. I bet. Hope not. What are you talking about? Emil says, do you wait for a new high to buy like other investors or before? What is the best strategy? So everybody has their own strategy. There's not one which is correct. However, usually, depending on what crypto we're going for, I like to just buy it instantly whenever I think of it. So for example, if somebody's telling me about a crypto, I'll just buy it. I don't care if it's high, low, whatever. I care about the fees because, well, I care about fees a lot. I just don't want to pay more for some coin that I'm not going to see back. So the fee is really important to me, but I don't really care too much about the price as long as I know fundamentally it's a good crypto. I'll just pick it up like that, like a snap. But if it's a coin I already have and I just want to buy more of it, it still also depends on how much money I have available and what my current situation is looking like. Sometimes I just add anyway. I'll just pick up, put it into my freaking bag because I want to have more cryptos. Sometimes I try to time really properly because I have more money to spend in this case, or I have kind of a split where I would not mind putting more money in if a certain target is hit, but I also wouldn't mind just keeping it in fiat because, hey, sometimes you got to make good choices for yourself because there's also taxes to pay and whatnot. So you also got to have some fiat. And there's other things you have to pay in fiat. So yeah. 4 years ago, exactly this time, XRP started its bull run. Coincidental that all these good things are coming out now? Potentially. That's still up for debate. Probably price drop April Fools just to laugh at us holders. Let's see. Maybe. We'll see. Let's see if XRP has actually moved. No, XRP is not doing anything. So anybody speculating that this whole ordeal was going to do the price any good, oh, you're wrong. So even though this is a really nice announcement for XRP holders, there's nothing interesting happening. Nothing interesting happening towards the price at all. Nothing at all. That's really peculiar. It went up about 1 and a little bit %. That's nothing. Well, it just also sometimes depends, though. If you think about it, if you just bought exactly when this statement was made, so that is 11:41, exactly on the statement, right around here, Well, and you just bought it with, for example, 20 times leverage or so. Yeah, I mean, you could have still gotten yourself a nice amount of profit in like an hour or so. So it just depends on your trading strategy as well. If you just try to time these types of things, it can work. Same thing for what I used to do is have your post notifications on for Elon Musk and just wait for him to tweet something about Bitcoin or Doge or something like that and just instantly purchase. If you do it with leverage, all my days is free money. However, the more he tweets about it, the lesser the effect and the more bots that are already doing that type of stuff. If you're not as good as I, or not as, no, if I, no, whatever. If I'm not as good as people to have a bot like that, but it would have worked like a freaking rocket. It would have been really amazing. Amon says, Dusty, how do you actually determine if a crypto is interesting to buy for a longer term? There's a lot of things which come into play there, but a very good part of it is just seeing what others are saying about it and doing your research into a crypto and the fundamentals of it. For example, I would never say that the amount of coins out there matters unless you're seeing a distribution which doesn't make any sense. For example, flare distribution is really dumb in my opinion. However, once more I'm getting it for free and there's a cool initiative behind it. It's DeFi on XRP. I like it, so okay. But the distribution is really dumb. So I would kind of, give that as a negative point. And then the good part is, of course, hey, we got DeFi on there. Another good part, for example, be it's free. So if we're just going to kind of thick things together. And I would just say, I would rather have a little bit of a crypto that is turning out to be a bad thing anyway, than not have it and it was a good thing. So people told me, for example, about NPXS years ago. And I just bought it. Why? Well, people told me about it, so I would just buy some. I don't care about what the coin really does. Is that stupid? Definitely so. But the thing is, there's so many cryptos out there that are good, and I don't have that much time to just read into them all. So if there's a coin which, for example, 10 people in my comment section are just saying, this is something you need to have, this is amazing for yada, yada, yada. I keep reading some articles, and they're all explaining good parts about the crypto project. Sometimes I'm sold after 30 minutes. I'll just buy a little bit of it. Now, does that mean I'll just splurge all my money into it? No, but that's because I already have a good diversified crypto portfolio. So all I'm thinking about here is just picking up a couple of coins left and right that might be some huge gainers or just a nice additive to my portfolio to take out some risk. Ringers has a caps lock on. Anthony says, clickbait once more. I'm already wondering what the comment section is going to look like of this live stream. Of all the people saying, you just clickbaited all of us. They don't want to just watch or read for, I don't know, read? The title has motion to intervene in the title. It's not really odd. Ringer has caps lock on though. I think he wants to say something. He says, Dusty, what would you answer to this? If there's a big pullback after this latest run, and you don't trust fiat currency, is it the best to take profits and put into a coin like USDT or some stable coin? Your answer is really contradictory. If you don't trust fiat, it depends on what fiat you don't trust. If you're going to put it into US dollar, if you don't trust US dollar, you're going to put it into USDT, that doesn't make any sense. So if you don't trust euro, then USDT or US dollar, it doesn't really matter. If you don't trust fiat as a whole, and you would like a layer of, USDT is backed by real US dollars, so it doesn't. Your question doesn't really make much sense. A hedge, for example, could be a crypto, yes, but a stable coin, well, it depends on what it's stable towards, or what it's pegged to. Daniel says, yeah, bro, nothing bullish for XRP on his trading indicator. Okay. Only for the daily time frame. Well, man, illogically, we should have seen a huge impulse in price or interest or volume by now if people really traded this announcement, if people really held it dearly. And the fun fact is, so many people are liking this, so many people are involved with this, yet the price did not move. It does say something. And that's not a good thing. Thank you, Dusty. People need to read. Yeah, people need to read, but that's difficult for a lot of people. XVG is good for a portfolio. No, you said VGX. What is VGX? Jonathan says, put into gold if you don't trust fiat. Jonathan, if you say that one more time, get out of the freaking chat, man. If you're if you're a gold supporter rather than crypto, I think you're on the wrong channel, my guy. Because I'm not about that life. I'm not about that. I really would take crypto any day of the week over gold. Unless you're maybe 70 plus, maybe then I'll cut you some slack. Oh, Voyager. Okay, actually, I think I hold a little. See, that's the fun part again. I think I hold a little bit of it, but I'm not too excited. I just have seen it so many times for you guys in the comment section that I decided to read into it a little bit, go back onto it a couple of times because, well, I of course try to type in VGX news, for example, to see if there's something really interesting happening to it so I can tell you guys about it. Because, man, as I said before, if you have a coin you really want me to cover, always just put it down below in the comment section. I try my best to make sure I can cover it for you. But would I be an expert on VGX? Definitely not, by no means. But could I have held some already? Could I be a holder? Yes, I could be. Because I do try to buy these coins, which a lot of you guys are recommending. There's a big difference, by the way. A lot of people are promoting their stupid freaking projects, which is their own. You gotta understand which ones are a scam and which ones are real projects in the comment section. But all right, let's see what the people are saying. Actually, thanks for my family to yours. Thank you, fantastic. What are you guys actually thinking about this? No, let's ask a different question. Do you guys think Ripple, really simple answer, right? Do you think Ripple will win the lawsuit, yes or no? And then after you've answered that, we'll get into it a little bit deeper. But let's just quickly do a little bit of a poll live. I have a little bit of water. What do you guys think? It's like, I would say win would be complete win. You guys are all saying yes, right? However, I think you might be forgetting one thing, which is what defines a win. That's something which I always find interesting. You guys are all saying win 100%, 100%. You don't think Ripple will get a fine in some way, shape, or form? I think we should consider the win to be if XRP is considered to be not a security. If that is our win condition, then I believe so 99%. If our win condition is basically Ripple being completely in the clear, not doing anything wrong, I see it as basically a 30% chance, maybe 25%, that Ripple will actually win this. Maybe even lower. Because I believe Ripple will be hurt in some way, shape, or form with either a hefty fine or something else, which I have never thought about. There could be a lot of different things. But they will be hurt in some way, shape, or form. We just do not know which one just quite yet. But I don't think it's going to be loss of escrow, to be honest. I don't think they're going to lose that. That would be a really, really difficult thing to do. That's a really difficult thing, all right? Loss of escrow is actually one of the last things I would think would be the case. That would be such a hassle to get that done. The only thing they could do is fine for the escrow sales in the past. However, the future escrow, it is all decided by the network, right? So even if Ripple has this, it is the network which decides that they do. So yeah. That was just a little fun fact. By the way, make sure you press the like button. We have 300 people watching, but we have 200 and something likes. There's 5,000 people who have pressed the video over the last hour or so. Yet we only have 200 likes. And I'm not a like hungry little girl. However, it does work out. It does help with the YouTube algorithm a little bit. And so I do appreciate it. If you aren't subscribed just yet, you can also do that. It does help out too. And maybe you just like the content. Maybe, I don't know. It would be cool if you are subscribed. And just, I appreciate that type of stuff. Also, we are doing some crazy giveaways. I still have a couple of codes, by the way, for PrimeXBT. If you guys want it, if you're trading on there, let me know. I still have a couple of $100 codes for people. If you're trading on there already under my link, you can just let me know. I'll give you a $100 code. Because I still have a couple left. So, yeah. Mahler says, I subscribe, I don't YouTube algo. I mean, I'm not honestly sure if YouTube even notices that. Nah, I'm not gonna say. I'm not really sure if it actually does help or not. If people, I would say it does all help. No, never mind. I think it all helps. How to mine a girl? Okay. Sorry, pal. Just like for you. Thanks, man. Thanks. I just appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're all in the same conclusion though. So maybe Gary Johnson could be coming in. Could be interesting. We'll see what this is going to bring. We'll see April 6th if it's going to be big. You know, as I said before, we can only just see. XRP, quantum financial system, all that type of stuff. It's all possible. It's all a little bit farther fetched, though. It's not like really in front of us, so I don't want to conclude on that too much. Ripple could definitely be getting a fine, but ultimately XRP will not be a security. We think the escrow will still be kept the way it is right now. I don't think much is going to change about that. Let's put that as a conclusion for right now, and let's commence. Is commence start or end in English? Ooh, commence. I think commence is start. How do you say? What's a nice fancy word for end? Opposite of commence. I did not find the opposite of commence. Or is conclude. Let's conclude this live stream by saying I'm extremely positive on XRP still. Never tell other people how much XRP you have. It is very dumb. Unless you are a little bit like me, where people are trying to hack you constantly every single day. Anyway, if you know the amount of things I get thrown at my email, there's at least, I'm going to say, 4 maybe more. There's just so many people going after me, man. It's not even normal. It's not even usual. But I've brought it upon myself, all right? Don't be like me. Please don't ever share more information than you need to, because you don't want these guys on your ass. Please, guys, I'm begging you to not share too much information if you don't have to, because you're only making yourself a threat. And once more, I'm not wishing this upon any of you. I never want to read those stories of people saying, I just got hacked and lost all my money. Never want to read those stories saying, oh, I just got scammed. Please be careful in the comment section. Warn others if you can. Be careful explaining all your freaking holdings. Just be careful. And I'm saying that because in this video, I've actually explained a little bit of my holdings, so I'm a little bit hypocritical by saying that, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream right here, guys. Thank you all for watching. I sometimes do take for granted that there's so many people watching, but 300 people at the same time, I cannot have imagined for more. It's really still mind-boggling to me that so many people are just tuning in. I'm extremely grateful, extremely happy, and just wanted to quickly say thank you all for just stopping by, just saying hi. That was it. So, yeah, thank you all. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. It's freaking 3 a.m. already, and there's another video coming out later, and I think a second one coming out as well. So just stay tuned, be subscribed, and take care of yourself, whatever.